and welcome to Titanium Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Libra, okay? This is going to be for any planet or star you have, any placement of Libra you have in your chart. This might resonate. I will be mentioning the decks I use as I use them. If I don't, they will be in the description box below. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Libras, I'm a Libra sun myself. Let's get into our cards. Yes. So, please, angels and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what we should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And we got the 9 of summer. Summertime. Ooh, summertime. Let's just sit back and unwind. Summertime. Like, with the 10 of autumn at the bottom of the deck. What? Right? Because I finally understood what they said when 9s are completion. Because you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is the end of the first 10 numbers, right? And then you move on to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, which is the end of that other dozen, right? And then it goes on and on. And I was like, but wait, doesn't a 10 end it? And then I'm like, no, a 10 is the beginning of a new of a new dozen. The word wasn't coming to me. So a 9 is the end of a dozen, of a what's the word? D. Whatever. Okay, don't mind me. Dozen. I was like, it starts with a D. I'm like, I know it starts with a D. I need the rest of the word. So please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And the card that fell is 7 of Autumn. I will not take it. Generally, I don't take... Well, today I decided I'm not taking falling cards. And I was like, let's just see. And I'm like, no. I don't want it. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what we should expect for the coming week. And we have the Star. Yeah, I'm not taking that one. I'm being all sassy with my cards today. What is going on? Sass. Alright. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what we should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what else we should expect this coming week. The Dreamer. This is the Fool. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I would, cause I'm a Libra and I was resonating with the Gemini reading, so I would suggest you watch that. But that is for those of you who've done the shadow work, who have gone through a dark night of the soul, who have put something to rest and who have walked away from it. Those people. Those of you. if you haven't, that's fine. You can watch it and see, hey, if I work on myself and if I apply, this can actually happen for me. I'm like, yes, and that could be like something to look forward to in the future. So if you're interested, check out the Gemini reading I just posted. I posted right before, okay? Hashtag Gemini reading. Well, today is Gemini reading, that is. It's actually called How to Bring Change into Your Life at This Time. Yeah. So, I mean, that was that reading. And this is like, the change has already been set. You are good. You are just riding the wave of change at this point. How should I say this? The change is happening in the Gemini reading. You are just reaping the rewards of the change being put in place and being there, it having been there for a while. Amazing. I love it. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got the King of Summer. Yeah, I mean, you're attracting a emotionally intelligent man or an emotionally intelligent woman. That is very good. Yeah. So, by the way, I use selenite on my decks. So this was the Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot deck. Or should I say Radleigh Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck. Now I'm going to use Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle. So, please, to clarify, alright, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share why the 9 of Summer and the 10 of Autumn are here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and clarify why these two cards are here in the upright for them. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, and you got the Singer of Healing, the Bright Mother, yes, the Singer of Intuition, and Lattice Moon's Daughter, and the Fairy Godmother, and the Loum, and the Fairies of the Future, and Stasis. Whoa. But I mean, I'm just gonna put it. Gotcha. Surprise! I don't know if anything can surprise you at this point, but well, yeah, something could surprise me. I sure hope it can. So now, please, angels and guides, next card is a star. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share why the star card is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for Libra, please come forward and clarify the star. Please, angels and guides, and you got Unity, which was the card at the bottom of the deck, which was the other card after Gotcha. I was like, should I put this here? Nah. Then you got Geo the Slow, and the Spirit Dancer. Okay, let's play. Next card is the Dreamer. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share why the Dreamer card is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share why the Dreamer card is here in the upright. So we got the Singer of Connection with the Piper, and Gluminous Doom, and Faffy, and Nellis the Alchemist. Mic drop, or should I say card drop. And the Singer of Courage, and She of the Cruach, and Puharel of the Water, Z, and the Singer of the Chalice. Whoa. Yeah. Oh. Okay, and the Green Woman, and the Maiden. And I'll end here because that's just too many cards. Now, next and last card is the King of Summer. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share why the King of Summer is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share why the King of Summer is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share why the King of Summer is here in the upright. Yes. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, and you got the Friends. Yay. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. I don't know why. We'll see. Then you got Mickle and Muckle. See, Mickle also came out for my Gemmies. The Dark Lady. And the Singer of Transfiguration. This also came out for Gemmy. When I say Gemmy, I mean Gemini. Bazave. Okay, I need some water. I'm feeling parched. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go. Okay, first set of cards. Okay, it starts off with the Nine of Summer. Okay, which is wish fulfillment. Yay! Which is wish fulfillment, alright? Now this card says, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. Yes! Awesome. Then you have the Ten of Autumn. Now the Ten of Autumn talks of take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. Yep. That's a whole new perspective. Okay, I'm just gonna write new perspective. Might be relevant to you too. Maybe a new perspective is coming this week, which is interesting because in the Gemini reading, one of the tags is perception. Perception. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, excuse me about that. So, first card, alright, is the Singer of Healing. Now, the Singer of Healing talks of healing body, mind, and spirit. So, basically, these are coming because you have healed yourself fully, your body, your mind, and your spirit, which is awesome. Yeah. Next, you have the Bright Mother. Now, the Bright Mother, alright, talks of creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. I feel like with the Nine of Summer, you're being more intimate with people. You have gained your confidence, and now you feel like you can share, you can be intimate with others, right? Yeah. And also with the Ten of Bottom, you have become more nurturing because you feel like you can give more. Yeah. Then you have the Singer of Intuition. Now the Singer of Intuition talks of perceptiveness, oracular powers, awareness, and trust. Wow. Yeah. So your intuition's on point. Yeah. You're following your intuition as to how you should proceed, and things are going in the right direction. Next, you have Lattice Moon's Daughter. Now, Lattice Moon's Daughter talks of light cast and shadow, spiritual guidance, illumination, and riddles. So you are following your intuition in like the riddles of life. What this makes me think of is a holistic way of looking at things. If anyone has seen Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, you would completely understand what I'm talking about. Things seem completely far-fetched, not at all attached to each other, and then at the very end of the show, they fall into place and they make sense. But until then, they seem completely separate, right? It's only on at the last episode that things start making sense, or the last two episodes where things start making sense. And those are the type of stuff that interests me, which is hilarious. To me, life is just like that. They're just separate stuff coming together. You know, if you have any questions, please ask, because I just feel like that was a very vague explanation. Very vague. Now, the next card is the Fairy Godmother. Now, the Fairy Godmother, alright, talks of gifts, talents, grace, and helpful lessons. So those, I feel like those, the holistic way of looking at things will be a helpful lesson to you. Well, to you, the reader, or the cross-watcher. Whomever is watching this and is resonating with what I am talking about, right? Yeah. And once you are able to fully, unconditionally give and receive from this way of thinking, I feel like, or not just the holistic way, it could just be another way, like a different way. When you can fully give and receive from it, like without any no holds bar, I think then it's going to be an equal exchange of anything. It's going to be a free-for-all in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense. It's going to open the floodgates, basically, is what I'm getting. Then you have the Fairies of the Future. Now, the Fairies of the Future talk of be here now, guidance, forward moving. So if you want to pick up on all those little details that holistically make sense, so maybe at the moment they don't, but for some reason your angels and guides and ancestors let you in on that little detail, and you're like, okay, this means something. I need to look into this. That is how it is going to make sense. The discontinued, like, things that don't make sense, the things that aren't connected to each other, that absolutely do not make sense, will make sense thanks to this. By you being here now, in order for you to see the things that are coming towards you. Yes! Awesome! Next, you have the Stasis Card. Now, the Stasis Card talks of ecstasy, joy, rapture, and motivation. And I feel like once you get into that flow of that new understanding, things will like light up for you. And will bring you so much joy and happiness. You will be over the moon. Okay? Yes. OMG. I'm so happy. I don't know. I'm so happy, I'm so glad that I found you. My goodness, my voice is off key. Not really important. It's neither here nor there. So the next card is Gotcha. Gotcha talks of sudden shock, unexpected event, and rude awakening. Yeah. I mean, you can be like, you are not even gonna notice that this is happening, and then one day you're gonna wake up and be like, hey, I'm in a new paradigm. Yeah, I like this. And you're gonna be like, yeah, I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would now. I feel good. I knew that I would now. So good, so good. I got a you. Ow! What? I'm getting crazy. Well, no, I'm not getting crazy. Actually, I'm gonna have to mention this too. Esther Hicks talks about this a lot. When you, this is when you are happy. This is what you're aiming. Well, actually, I've noticed this in some people who follow Esther Hicks, that when you are on such a high vibe that you just seem like crazy happy and people don't understand where the hell you're coming from, this is it. And people think you're insane. Quite frankly, the first time I saw someone who was such on their high flying disc, that's the terminology they use, high flying disc, this is the thing that I thought. I was like, they are crazy. But then I was like, and then I remembered a time where I was on my high flying disc before I knew what my high flying disc was. And I'm like, yeah, I seemed like I was crazy to the people around me at that point in time, so it's not very far-fetched. And I probably seem insane at this moment because you're like, why is she happy? I don't know. And I don't know if I should listen to her because she seems crazy. Well, other than if you want to be happy and get to, you know, that bit, yeah, I suggest you do listen because there might be something of interest in here for you. But I am also aware of the fact that I seem crazy. So it's fine. You can do what you want. Now, the next card is the Star card. All right. And the Star, all right, talks of look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. This, my friends, this is you on your high-flying disc. Yeah. And first of all, this state cannot be sustained. It's kind of difficult because we live on this plane of existence. So even as I'm doing this reading, I have moments where I dip and I go back up and I dip and I go back up and I dip and I go back up. And it's completely normal because I'm like, okay, Talar, people are going to think you're freaking crazy. So just bring it down a notch. But I'm like, no. Then I can come back up and then I'm like, okay, no, I have to bring it back down. I'm basically the thermostat in my own being. That is hilarious. The thermostat in myself. Okay. So the Star. You're basically going to have a wish fulfillment. Because that is what the Star talks about. Wish fulfillment. Right? Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can get back down from this in this reading. Whoa, I'm so happy. I knew I should have done this in the morning. Alright. Next, okay, you have Unity. So the Star, your wish fulfillment is to get back into union with your mystical experiences and to find your spiritual home. Basically. But God, I look like I have raccoon eyes. Yeah, you're gonna have a union with something or someone, doesn't matter who, though this might take a while, because geodicil talks of cycles, slowness of time, patience, and waiting. I know it's not something everyone wants to hear. It's a part of life, right? Sorry. But I'm getting that it's worth the wait. Yeah, because it's going to totally be your wish fulfillment. So while your wish fulfillment comes, just be on your high flying disc. Be happy, okay? In order to call it in quicker, is all that I'm getting. Now the next card is the Spirit Dancer. Okay, next card is the Spirit Dancer. Now the Spirit Dancer talks of self-expression, freedom, and exploration. Explore your high flying disc. Explore how you feel when you're in this state. Explore how it is so that you can recreate it in your reality, right? Yeah. Just like, what? I am currently on my high flying disc. Shiznit. Now, the next tarot card, okay, is the Dreamer. Now the Dreamer, alright, the Dreamer is the Fool in this deck. It talks of embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. Whilst on your high flying disc, begin a new adventure and trust yourself, because it's the next stage of your life. Yes. Yep. Even if the voices around you are like, no, don't start this, this is scary. You're like, I feel good, so I'm going to start this. And I should start it now because I feel great and not having you all bring me down. Because it doesn't matter how anybody else feels. It matters how you feel about something. And if you feel amazing about it, then that is your sign that it is your next step, your next path. Because if you don't feel good, if you don't feel like you're on your high flying disc when you start something, all right, it's going to be more prone to failure until you get on your high flying disc, that is. Because you are the reason everything works and does not work in your life. So just keep that in mind. Now, the first card clarifying the Dreamer is the Singer of Connection. Now the Singer of Connection talks of spiritual connection, karma, balance, empathy. Yeah. See how I need to bring myself down, because I was really on a high right when I was explaining stuff, and then I went back down because I'm like, okay, I'm slurring my words. I need to calm down and explain and enunciate. Alright, so Singer of Connection, alright, talks of spiritual connection, karma, balance, empathy. I feel like your high flying disc is your spiritual connection. You have no idea why you're so happy, but you are. You're like, you have to make sense of it all. And that is why you're bringing yourself down, and you're bringing yourself back down to karma. See, when you're on your high flying disc, karma, okay, is not even a question, because you're just happy all the time. So you're always seeking things that'll continuously keep you happy. But when you come back down to karma, witch, okay, karma is actually your what was the word? The contrast. Okay, sometimes you need contrast to remember what you actually want. You know, it makes you see what you actually want and to maintain it into your reality. So you need contrast. You need to see what it is you don't want for you to actually know what it is you do want. I feel like I said it wrong. You need to see what you don't want so that you can realize what you do want, is what I'm getting at. Next card is the Piper. Okay, now the Piper, alright, talks of music, order, harmony, seduction, and empathy. Does this also talk of empathy? Yes! 2 cards of empathy. And I feel like the empathy is going to happen when you see contrast between yourself and the people around you. And you're like, why don't they get it? But then they feel like, what's going on with them? So, are they crazy? And you're like, I ain't crazy. I just know stuff. And I just looked crazy right there. I'm looking crazier and crazier in this reading. I am. So, basically, this is talking of, seeing as we have empathy twice, alright, this is talking of you're seeing the contrast. And you know that the contrast is only there to benefit you. But the other people aren't necessarily in that frame of mind. So you are being empathetic to those people who don't see the contrast as being beneficial for them. So you are... Empathy is not like sympathy, okay? Now I got it. Alright. I learned this in university, actually. Empathy is you being able to put yourself in other people's shoes, but then like keep yourself separate from them, like understanding where they're coming from, but keep yourself separate. And that is what people who are like who help others, like therapists, need to have, that empathy, as in that they know that what they're going through, but not that sympathy where they actually feel what they're going through and live in that state of like, whoa, I feel so bad, or oh my goodness, why? You know, the therapists are actually the ones that are helping their clients get back to a state of normality, right? Or a state of being at ease, not allowing them to stay in that, oh, my life is shit, right? But they're getting them out of that dark corner if they are in that dark corner. That is what I think the empathy is talking about here. Yes. Next, you have Gloominous Doom. Now, Gloominous Doom talks of self-destruction, self-defeat, self-destruction, right? But at the very end, and I feel like that is what the dreamer is, because the dreamer is someone who's gone through an experience already and who is starting a new experience completely without any preconceived notions of what happened prior. So the Fool is actually the Gloominous Doom, alright, who's taking care of themselves in this new cycle by being empathetic to others, but keeping them separate. But keeping themselves separate from them so that they don't fall into the trap of pity, self-destruction, what's the word? Oh, pity, self-destruction, and self-defeat. You know what I mean? Yeah. So my my education was actually good for me. It helped with my readings. Yay! That's useful. Next. Okay, you have Fafi. Now, this is called Faf the Footer, but I shortened it for Fafi. Which is an Armenian way of shortening people's names. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But, by the way, I am Armenian, so it makes sense that I utilize that method of shortening people's names. Now, that is neither here nor there. The important thing is that Fafi, alright, talks of being real, grounding, centering, and earthing. So, at this point, you as the person who's aiding the other people to get through this difficult time and difficult transition, alright, you need to be their rock. You need to be their grounding force. You need to be that anchor. That is what you need to be. Or you need to teach them how to be that in order for them to not fall into what's the word? Fall into the trap. It's a trap. Fall into the trap of self-destruction, self-defeat, self-defeat, self-empathy, self-destruction. Self-destruction, self-defeat, and self-pity. I'm gonna get there, alright? Next card is Nels the Alchemist. And when you help them see that way of not being that way, okay, the way that they can, the way in which they cannot be that way, then they will have inner transformation, irrevocable change. And inner transformation is the only transformation that will allow you to actually shift stuff in your life. It has to come from within. I actually noticed this yesterday with my mother. It was awesome. I love her. And oh my god, I'm doing the Libra reading. This is amazing. This is amazing. So it's when you change from inside. You bring the change yourself. When that happens, nothing can stop you. Can't stop me now, I'm having such a good time, I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. Just give me a call, don't stop me now. Don't stop me now, don't wanna stop at all. Na 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 na. Burning through the sky, 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. They call me Mr. Light. I'm gonna make a supersonic woman of you. Don't stop me now. Oh my god. I actually sang, I don't know if it was in this song or in another song, but I did sing another Queen song in the Gemini reading or in this one. I did. I'm gonna put this down because this one is more in alignment with being on your high-flying disc. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. Just give me a call. Don't stop me now. Oh my god. Yeah, high-flying disc, man. I'm telling you. Okay. Don't. Is it can't stop me? No, it's don't stop me now. Yeah. Don't stop me now. Don't stop. Queen. Yeah. I need some waters. Wait. Sorry, I'm doing a 48-hour fast. So fasting might be a key to me getting into my high-flying disc. Holy shit. Thank you. I look crazy because I look like I have raccoon eyes. Whoa. Fasting. I can eat at 1. Yes, I'm gonna break my fast at 1 o'clock. So, like, you have no like reference what I'm talking about. I'm actually filming this in the morning, so that's why I'm saying I can break my fast at 1. Next. Okay, you have the, oh my goodness. You have the Singer of Connection. No, Courage. Singer of Courage. Wrong, same letter, wrong word. Singer of Courage, okay? And the Singer of Courage talks of bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength. Now, I feel like, yes, when in regards to like fasting, I mean, people who aren't used to fasting are like, stay away. But in actuality, it's, once you get used to it, it's actually pretty darn good. Excuse me. Because fasting is very beneficial, okay? It doesn't only help you look slimmer, helps you like lose weight, but it also helps you create some grit, some moral strength. It actually helps you strengthen your immune system. It helps regulate your hormones and all those things. So it is amazing. And if all I need to get on my high flying disc is to do a 48-hour cleanse, to do a 48-hour fast, I'm gonna do this more often if I can. If I can. Very important. If I can. I feel like it's not for everyone and it's not for all the time. So just be mindful of that. Next, you have the singer of Cruach. Not the singer. She of the Cruach. Same letter, different word. Again. What? Okay. I'm getting on my high flying disc again. So, she of the Cruach. Alright, so she of the Cruach talks of the receptive principle, fertility, and nurturing. So, what did I just do? I received all the information, all the spiritual nudges that my angels and guides were sending my way during this reading, and that is what you're going to do while you're on your high flying disc. You're going to notice these things much more quickly, is what I'm getting. Intuitive nudges. Okay. These are going to be a lot of tags. Alright, next you have Poharel of the Waters. Now, Poharel talks of emotions, serenity, meditation, gracefully accepting change. Being on your high flying disc demands change. That is why I mentioned that you are going to need Singer of Courage, because this is not for everybody. It's not for the faint of heart. If you feel like you're going to be judged, you are going to be judged. And I can tell you this right now because I've judged people who have been in their high flying disc before you have judged me. Okay? So it's normal. It's a part of life. It's people who are on such a high vibe seem like they're crazy, insane to others. But it is what it is. And it's fine. It's fine. It's a part of life. It's a part of distinguishing the people who aren't on their high-flying disc from the people who are on their high-flying disc. Because people who aren't think that the people who are crazy. But we're not. We're not. We're just happy. Whoa. Alright. So, this is basically asking about you being good with gracefully accepting change. Yeah, and I just came back down from my high-flying disc because I was like, Talar, you need to explain shit. Calm down. Be in your teacher mode, or in the mentor mode, or in the, follow the leader mode. Yeah, that was totally not, I don't know what that was. So I am off my disc because now I'm not in the flow anymore, as you can see. Next, you have the Singer of the Chalice. Okay, and the Singer of the Chalice talks of trust, joy, patience, creativity, hope, and miracles. Interestingly enough, I did explain that I was no longer on my high-flying disc, and then the next card was this one. So the way I see it is that this just means that yes, you are going to go up and down on your high-flying disc, and that's completely normal. It is to be expected because we are experiencing contrast, and contrast does that to us. Okay, but the only difference is how quickly you can separate yourself from the contrast and get back on your high-flying disc. And once you do get off your high-flying disc, it is just to trust that it's a question of time that you will get back on it. Trust that you will get back on it. Feel joy while you wait. Have patience because it is going to come, and then have creativity because creativity is you being connected to yourself, and I feel it coming back, and then have hope that it is coming, and then expect miracles, which is you being on your high-flying disc. Isn't it? I am back in that vibration. Hello. And you're like, she seems crazier than before. Yes, I do. I am. And look, just looking at my eyes, I'm like, the raccoon eyes might be freaking some people out, and the raccoon eyes. Yes. I need a lamp that's coming from in front of me because I do have makeup on. Don't mind me. Yeah. I opened my windows actually, and I'm like facing my windows. So I'm like, that's gonna be the light, but apparently there's not enough light. We're in autumn. I'm really talking nonsense. It's nonsense at this point. So the next card is the Green Woman. Now the Green Woman talks of natural magic, expectant gratitude, wildness, and an untamable creativity. Is that creativity? Yes. Basically, once you understand how to get on your high-flying disc, you will feel like you're tapping into natural magic. You will feel like you're tapping into expectant gratitude because you know shit is coming. You know things are lining up for you because you are in this state. Oh my goodness. All right, then you will look wild, you look crazy to people around you because that is what I look like right now. I can consciously see myself be wild and crazy, and I'm just like, it's okay. I'm just gonna be that way. I don't really give a damn because I am feeling amazing, right? Or should I say shamazing? That was actually from what was the show called? It's actually an Indian show about, it was a I'm not gonna look for it now. But anyway, the host used to say shamazing. I was like, that is shamazing. I don't know what that means, but I knew that, like, I know that there is a connection, but I can't remember the connection. But it's shamazing. We are shamazing at this point. And then the fact that you are on your high-flying disc, seeming wild and carefree to everyone else because you are in your natural magic, okay, that is going to be untamable. That is going to allow you to tap into your untamable creativity. And I'm still on my third set. I'm like, what? Then you have the Maiden. Now the Maiden talks of auspicious beginning, birth, hope, growth, and joy. And I wrote blank slate. And which is interesting, we had the Dreamer the last set. I say that this card is like one step before the Fool, because the Dreamer is the Fool. So I feel like this is when you, like, because the Fool has had experiences, so he has consciously decided to start something new without any experience. But I feel like now you're going to embark upon a new project that is going to make you feel, and that you are going to start completely afresh, and this is when you are going to feel some contrast. But because you have dealt with contrast before, you now know how to get yourself out of contrast and keep yourself on a high-flying disc, even if you are in contrast. Holy shiznit, this has been the best reading I've ever done. And it's for my own sign, like, yay! So if you don't feel completely drawn to this, because I am talking more to myself, I feel, sorry, but think of it in the sense that if I continue down the path that Tala tried to explain to me while she was going down and up on her high-flying disc, I'm gonna get there, and don't be deterred by the challenges along the way. Which is, I don't think we have that here. But that would be the ace of, for you guys, it would be the ace of winter, which would be the ace of swords, which means that there is going to be some difficulty along the way, but it's fine. Work with it and, you know, go roll with the punches. And once you get to the other side of the difficulties, you will be so much better. Yes, but don't. So as you can see, I consciously know that I need to tone myself down sometimes and bring myself off of my high-flying disc, but I can get back up there, which is amazing. So all you need to remember, and this is going to be like 50 minutes long, more than 50 minutes long, I'm sorry. But what you need to remember is that if you consciously know that you are on your high-flying disc and you seem crazy to others, you can bring yourself down, but you can know for sure that you can take yourself back up again. Well, other people, if other people are not watching, or if you are alone, you know. That's amazing. Now, so you or someone you're dealing with is becoming the king of summer. Now, the king of summer is an honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted individual. Okay, it says a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in cultural or creative endeavors. So, you are now emotionally intelligent. That is what I was doing. You have now become emotionally intelligent. You now know when you are, how to not be off your rocker. You now know how to not allow your emotions to rule your life. You now know how to mitigate whatever you need to mitigate. You now know how to mitigate your hormones, how to mitigate your moods, how to mitigate everything that goes around in your life, which is amazing. Or should I say shamazing? Haha. Oh, it's called What the Love. What the Love. It is amazing. I totally suggest it. It's on Netflix. It is amazing. What the Love. Really, I really adored it. And I still look like I've recognized. Don't mind me. And I just remember, and I just thought of, don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. So I guess this warm-hearted, loving, mature, warm-hearted individual is going to be like, I never left. I was always there. Always. And he'll be like, "Aw, ain't that sweet?" But then you have to take this into consideration. It says, a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in cultural or creative endeavors. Yeah. So, yeah. Someone has turned a new leaf, possibly if they're coming back. Hopefully they won't be coming back. Well, it's not, we're out of Mercury retrograde, so it feels like it should be fine, but because I've been getting this for a while now for myself, and because I'm a Libra, it might be relevant to you guys too. Just be mindful, because I mean, this person that reminded me of this, yeah, I'm like, you gotta prove it, man. I'm not gonna take your word, you for face value. You gotta prove it. You did me wrong. Well, I allowed you to do me wrong. Very key distinction. I allowed you to do me wrong. Okay, in order for me to learn a lesson. And yeah. And so you need to prove to me that you no longer are in that state of mind. Then I'll give you a shot. But until then, my answer is nay. Okay? No, because I am above this. I have learned the lesson. So I'm not going to fall back down to what you did to me, what I allowed you to do to me. But I'm going to get out as soon as I see any sign of this happening. So just watch it. Watch yourself. So now, the first card is the friends. Now, interestingly enough, I got that like thought, which is I feel like your friends are gonna friendship aid support. Cause I remember when I talked about this person to my friends, they're like, girl, I don't know, man. I don't suggest it, man. He was off back in the day. And I feel like that is what they're going to tell you. And I think you should take it with a grain of salt, because you've had the experience you've had the experience. But take it with a grain of salt until this person has proved to you that they've changed. Until they haven't, be like, I'm out. Take that. That's what I mean by taking it with a grain of salt. You know, just because you're giving them the time of day does not mean that you are going to end up with them. I've learned my lesson. Okay. Next you have Mikkel and Muckle. Now Mikkel talks of blessings, everyday blessings, and play. And mixed blessings as well. So basically it's just being appreciative for all the things that you have, that you've had in your life that were blessings. Might have been blessings in disguise, like this guy, but they were blessings nonetheless. Okay, because it took me 2 full years to get over this guy, fully. Okay, and if he's gonna come back in my life now, 4 years after, meaning we met 4 years ago, around this time. Oh, actually in September. In September. And if it took him 4 years to come back, well then I've like passed. What is that song? I'm sorry for it being this long, but it's I'm not where you left me. Yeah, I'm not where you left me. So we can't pick up where we left off. Shit don't work like that. Or stuff does not work like that. Sorry. You should have stayed. What should I say? Okay, so you are being able to see the blessings that are in your life and being able to play within them and be like, and so now you're at a point where you see that even bad things are blessings in the end. It's only your perception of how they are blessing you that will differentiate you from the crowd. Okay? Yes! We've learned our lesson. Awesome! I love it. I think I'm going to write this. This is a crazy reading. It sure is. Okay, next card is the Dark Lady. Now the Dark Lady, okay, it talks of unconscious powers, wisdom, and secrets. Unconscious powers and wisdom, rituals, mysteries, secrets. Okay, so it's to other people, these things seem like a secret. But to you, they make complete sense because you have lived the experience. Next, you have the Singer of Transfiguration. Now, the Singer of Transfiguration talks of, and I'm talking very quickly, the Singer of Transfiguration talks of transformation, metamorphosis, and transcendence.